had a late bid and all that, which I'll talk about in a second. But let me get everything going. If everybody doesn't know, my name is Nick. I'm a homeless type 1 diabetic living in a van in Sarasota, Florida. So it's been, it's just been so hot lately. It's like living in an inferno, I swear. But, I'm alive, and that is a big plus. Hold on 1 second. Almost got everything up and ready. And there we go. Now I can see chat. All right, sorry. I had to pull it up on my tablet so I can see chat anyways. So as everybody knows, gas is still freaking crazy. It's killing me. Everything I just made, I got the insurance paid and filled the fuel up. But that took about most of my money because gas is so expensive. It was over $120 just to fill the tank, plus I paid my insurance. And oops, got food and all that. Sorry about that, guys. Let me fix the camera real fast. It fell over. But anyways, so I did a bid yesterday. I got that. It's a whole exterior. So that is a plus side. That's going to bring me in a bit of work, but it doesn't start for another week. But hey, it's, that's something good underneath my name. I did put up some pictures of the cabinets on my posts that I've been painting. So I didn't get the before with the lamination on them. I had to tear off all of it because they're just, they're not expensive cabinets, but I made them look really nice. They had that laminate over the and so I had to rip off all the laminate, prime them, paint them 3 coats each because the color they went, we should have primed it in gray, so maybe it would have covered them too, but it's all right. Still got it done. I got a little bit more work over there. Tuesday, Wednesday I'll be over there, but I don't think I'm painting. I did this at the farm. Those the cabinets, they're just helping me slowly do them because I'm still doing work at the farm as well, like taking care of the grass and all that. And it is 20 acres, so it is quite the piece of property. And I've got a little side job tomorrow, which is only a few hours, but it's something that's in the afternoon. So that's a plus. Things are, work's slowly kicking up, but it's just everything's so expensive, Like I said, it was, $75 for my insurance. Well, 72 and some change. I paid 75, so a little bit of it rounded up towards the next month. And then over $120 just in fuel. It was just like, good God, that's over $200, and I don't make a whole lot of money right now, so I mean it's definitely something, but I'm happy to at least have the insurance paid for in that, so I don't have to worry about that for a whole another month now. The phone bill I still got a few weeks on, so I'm not too stressed about that. I just got to make sure I figure out food properly. I'm good for a couple days, but after that it's going to be an iffy situation because I don't have work again after tomorrow's thing. That'll pay for another day and a half's worth of food till Tuesday, so it'll be close. I should have enough, but just stinks because I'm doing all this work and just making just enough to to get by. But if fuel would go down, that would be able to at least let me save some. I just haven't been able to save because fuel's so freaking expensive. It's $4.40 here now, so it's been a pain. The oil price did drop a little bit today, hoping that means fuel will drop too by next week, but we shall see. But I'm pretty excited that I got that exterior job. Like I said, I start that late next week. He says I gotta go, so one day it'll be pressure washing, and then it should take about 3 days to paint it. Doing it all by myself. The guy that the farms let me use his ladders and all that, and I'll have to spend what I'm gonna make Tuesday and Wednesday to get the tools I need, but it'll make up for it. Like I said, if it's not, but then I'll have them too, so that'll be good. I had to get rid, I sold a lot of my stuff coming down here just because I couldn't eat and all that stuff, so I wish I didn't now, but I needed it to eat then, so I had to do what I had to do and get rid of almost all my tools, so now I've got to restart up again. So that's another process too, but I tell you what, it is like a oven in this van today, and I don't know, for the last week it's just been, and it's not going to get any cooler, but I really cannot wait to buy a boat. But on the plus side, after I get this exterior done, that's going to give me a good chunk of change. So what I'm going to do with that money is I'm going to pay up next month's insurance. I'm going to pay my phone bill already. I'm going to get the van an oil change and replace the turning signals. and save $500, and the rest will be for food for about a week. And that's what I should get out of that job. So that will put me good for a little while if I can manage to, but that's still, a week away from starting, and then I have to finish it till I get paid. So that's about, 10 days away. But in about 10 days, I'm going to be, sitting a little bit better. Everything's going to be paid for, and I'll have, the van a little bit better shape. Like I said, I need to get an oil change in here. I only have one turning signal that works, so I need to do that. I need to do brakes, but I'm going to put that off for a little bit longer. I just don't have the funding for that right now. My brakes are horrible bad, and they need new brakes for rotors and calipers, so it's going to be a pretty hefty bill on that one. So that's just going to have to wait a little bit longer. But at least I'll have turning signals that'll make a lot safer, and the oil will be changed. It desperately needs one, so that'll help my fuel mileage hopefully too. It's been way over past due on an oil change, and haven't had any more problems with the van. Like I said, last week the battery died. Don't know why it did. Must have left something on. But we're good to go now. It hasn't given me another problem since, so something must have got left on. Last night was a little bit crazy. Sitting down at Walmart, parked out there for the night, and a massive spider is in this van somewhere, and I cannot find it. The thing is the size of my palm, and I've got a big hand. So somewhere in this van is a massive spider, and I seen it crawl through the window, and I couldn't find it. It was moving fast. I can't find it since. So it's kind of interesting. I don't know what kind of spider it is, but the thing is freaking massive. And it's definitely not a daddy long leg or something. It's got the thick legs and stuff like that. So I'm not exactly sure what kind of spider it is, but it's somewhere in this van, and that kind of makes me a little nervous. I hate spiders. But hopefully I'll find it before it finds me. And what else is going on? So I got the job going on next week. I got the farm next week. They're going out of town for a week, so after that it's going to be a little bit of a haul till I work for them again. They're going to be gone for about a week, but that's good though, because it puts me time in to get that exterior done. I'm doing the whole thing. I will have before and after pictures on my YouTube my YouTube post part. So, and if you guys haven't checked out, make sure you guys like the pictures that I posted up today of the cabinets if you like them. Took a lot of work on those cabinets, a lot of sanding, a lot of prep work. They were in really bad shape. They were horribly bad shape. I wish I would have got before pictures of what they first started looking like, but I forgot. So by the time I remembered, the cabinets were already stripped and off. But at least I got something, and they came out nice. It's an interesting color mix. It actually looks pretty good. Like I said, it's a farmhouse, so they're going more of the farmy colors. It's a green and a yellow. They're Irish too, so they love green. Great family. I mean, I love working for these people. I don't make very much, money with them, but I'm grateful for them, and I'll work for them forever if they want me to. They're just such nice people to work for, and and I'm glad I can help them out as well as they're helping me out. So it's been a blessing for that. They've been honestly keeping me going the most, so I'm really appreciative to them. But I've got to work on. Still, my sugars are horrible. My sugars have been always off, so bad. And I've been running around 300s again, just nonstop. I was at over 600 the other day. It was last night. Not last night. It was night. No, it was last night. It was horrible last night. I don't know what went wrong there, but I wouldn't even read on my meter. I don't know exactly what I was. I just know I was over 600 because my meter only goes up. I think most meters only go up to 600, but I definitely know mine does. That's as far as it goes. So that's not good whenever just as high, because that means it's over what it can read. So that's been stressful. My insulin, I have a cooler bag for it, but I just can't afford ice for it every day. So I'm hoping my insulin's not going bad again, because it has been so hot. I mean, ridiculously hot in here. I'm constantly sweating, constantly, just feeling gross. I was able to get a load of laundry done, which is really helpful. Still haven't got a shower in yet, but hoping maybe this weekend. Just with the gas prices, I hate driving down to the beach side. It's a 20-minute drive, and that's 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back, and all that fuel. And it's not like it's far; it's just traffic, So I'm not exactly sure what to do. I don't have money to go to the truck stop or nothing and take a shower. I'm not even sure where there is one, but I'm sure there is one around somewhere. A truck stop around here. But usually they're like $10 or something like that. And I just can't afford it, you know. I can't afford to do the rest of my laundry or nothing, so it is what it is, you know. But I'm eventually going to get over this hump. But good things are, like I said, I paid the insurance, I filled up the tank, I did the proper things I was supposed to do with the money. Hey Anthony, how are you? Thank you for joining. Make sure you guys like the stream for me, and if you can, share it out. It helps greatly. But I just can't wait to get those things, you know, that I need. I want to be able to take a shower every day. That would be the most amazing feeling in the world. Besides that, and cooking. You know, those are my two main goals. I would love to cook and I would love to shower. I mean, especially with it being so hot, my skin's breaking out like crazy because I'm always sweating and oily and gross. I mean, it's been like, I don't even know, it's been over a month since I've had a shower, and it's just a nasty feeling. I've never been like that. You know, I shower every day. You know, I love to shower. Shower is one of the best feelings in the world. You know, people don't understand the little things that, you know, how hard it is, you know, and it's embarrassing to go out in public. It's embarrassing to go to these jobs, but I've got to, you know, it's the only way I'm going to get out of this. But I'm itchy all the time. People probably think I'm, you know, on something or whatever, but because my skin's just so oily and gross, it just itches like crazy. And of course, you know, being in the van, you have to keep the windows down, so you got the mosquitoes coming in. You know, I can't afford bug spray, so I'm getting bit up all the time. Yeah. It's a big mess. I cannot wait to have a boat, and that's what my main goal is. After I get this first exterior done, I'm hoping it will maybe lead to more. If I can get like 5 or 6 of these things done, I can, you know, afford a boat. Especially it shouldn't be hard to get them at the price. I charge $1,500 and they buy the paint for the exterior of the house, and that's very, very cheap for here prices. And I can still, that's $300 a day. It should take me 5 days to complete. So I did it $300 a day, which is, you know, significantly more than I'm making now doing my other jobs. So that'll be a good upkick. I did up my pricing a bit, but enough to where, you know, it's still a fair price. Because normally to do that house that I bid would probably have been right around $4,000 or $5,000 just in labor. It's a lot of details to it, and you know, you'd usually have a crew that goes in there, and I mean, granted, it's only going to take a crew 2 or 3 days, but then you're going to pay all them and all that other stuff. But you know, for this price, I think, you know, I should be able to make a nice little chunk of change in profit. I'm going to have to spend a couple $100 just to do this job, but that'll still be, you know, probably about $1,200 profit after fuel and all that stuff, and a little bit of tools I need. All I really need is a brush, a roller. I already have my drop cloths. I'm able to use the equipment that I need from the farmhouse. They're going to let me use it. So that helps out significantly. So I'm pretty excited about this new job. So, and I'm hoping that'll lead to more, because I'm going to definitely get before and afters of this house. It's in a nice community, so other people will hopefully see my work and want some work done themselves. It's always good when you're in that type of situation. It really truly helps. I will, like I said, I'll make sure I post pictures. And guys, make sure if you didn't hear, make sure you guys go check out my recent post. It shows pictures of the cabinet work I just did. Not finished with them, but it's, you know, some of the steps I've already done. I'm working in between, you know, doing work on the farm plus the cabinet, so it's going to take a little bit longer process because of that. But we're making, you know, all the cabinet doors are pretty much done now, and the drawers and one set of the frames, and inside, I didn't take pictures of the inside too, but inside's got work done to them too. I'll show pictures of that as well. Pretty excited how they came out, actually. They came out really, really nice. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much everything that's been going on lately. I wanted to update everybody. You know, everything's going, yeah, it's going as good as it can right now. You know, I just have to accept the hard times and work through them and keep pushing. And it's hard. You know, every day I want to give up because it's so hot, or I'm not making enough money, or I'm barely eating. But I got to do what I got to do. But that's my update for the day. I want you guys to, if you can, please like, share, and subscribe if you have not. Also, if you guys would like to support the channel, anything you guys do goes towards me actually having a home. Nothing gets touched there, it just gets saved. The links are in the description, scrolling below, and also to the left hand side. But liking, sharing, and subscribing is free, and it really, really helps out the algorithm. It gets more people to see this. It really means a whole lot to me. So if you guys just tuned in, make sure you rewind back and watch it from the beginning. and that helps with our hours as well. We're getting slowly moving on that, but it's, you know, it's real hard to do a live when it's 90 degrees in this fan. Eventually it'll get longer when I can stay cool, but it's so hot my phone overheats really fast, and I can't destroy the phone, so we don't want to do that. But anyways, so I hope everybody takes care. Like I said, if you just tuned in, please rewind to the beginning, watch from that. It helps move my hours. And make sure you please like, share, and subscribe to, and share it to anything you possibly can. It really helps, and the more people we have, the better these can go, and the quicker we can get monetized. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and taking part of your day to, you know, hear my story and hear what's going on, and hopefully it continues to kick up with the work, and I'll keep you guys updated. And make sure you guys go check out those pictures of the cabinets. All right, take care.